Well, I would almost say it's hard to describe the music other than it's pretty much everything, everything that I've listened to in life plays a part in what I am musically and what I play. I kind of lean towards rock, and it would be easiest to say it. Oh, it's rock music, and it is. I do have a song that's DOG, which is has some banjo in it with some rapping, and some trumpet. So basically, kind of what comes out is going to come out, and I won't say I'm only going to do this kind of music, because really whatever comes out, and if it sounds good and it works with what I'm doing, that's what I'm going to do. So musically, it's pretty open. I have a sound, but for the most part, I'm open on that. Lyrically, I would I like to call lyrically my music is being described as social rock. Well, in short, social rock is basically it's about what's going on around us in this day and age concerning technology and the internet and social media, and how it and its effect on humans and everything around us. It plays a nonstop role, really. One thing that immediately seems to set my music apart is just the fact that it kind of has a purpose. Music has always been. It used as a release for you know millions of people throughout time, from the blues to the '60s hippie movement to punk rock. I mean, people use music to speak what they want to say, and as opposed to going out there and firebombing places and smashing things up. You don't need to do that. You write a song about it, and you make that song represent what it is you feel and what you're trying to say, and you do it musically to show the anger you have behind it. One of the greatest, I feel like one of the best times in the United States, literally, was when gangs kind of stopped fighting and started breakdancing. There was a short period of time there where things were the best they were. They were expressing their what they were feeling in a different way, and it really was working. I was It was a bummer that kind of didn't progress in any further way. But I'd like to see music used as a way to kind of express what people are feeling, um, more. The commonality that I have of all my songs seemingly being about the internet or technology or social media or things like that definitely sets it apart. Not that I only write about that, but basically for the last few years, that's what I've been concentrating on. I like to create a song that's really, when you hear it, if you hear it on the radio and you listen to it and you hear just a little bit of it, I want it to be kind of a little happy and lifted with a great melody, and get people going, oh, that's kind of an interesting song. I like that, and you can hear it and like it on one level, but then also have another level where if you really want to examine the lyrics and try to figure out what the song's about, there's another meaning in there, and it's not maybe the most pleasant thing, but it's nothing that we don't already know. It's just kind of like coming to grips with what's happening. I've always been into music, and I had an older brother who listened to a lot of good music, and so he was a great influence on a lot of the music that I liked. Uh, as far as playing music, instruments wise, I actually wanted to play violin, but couldn't, so I ended up going for guitar, and it had been on and off for that. Basically, my whole life, I'd been on and off with guitar. But once I realized that I could record songs on my computer, it was like a floodgate opened. It was like a euphoria, and I just started like going right into it and just writing songs. And so that path like basically opened up. And as soon as I was comfortable with writing songs, um, it wasn't much long after that I realized that my lifelong love of technology and how much I've always loved it, and its clash with the internet, how things that I've loved about it have been like taken away and changed, and what it's been replaced with. It was just all, it was a natural progression to kind of to feel that way and go there. And so writing about what I've always loved and writing about what's going on has always been something I've kind of wanted to do, and that's been my path. And now I just feel like I'm closer than ever to doing it. So see where it goes. So my first EP that I just came out with, Just1L, it's self-titled, is something I just kind of had to do. I have other musical projects that came before that, but I finally got to the point where I felt like I had been able to mix songs good enough to, kind of get them out there. I really wanted to learn the process, which was one of the main reasons also for the EP. I wanted to learn about the copywriting and all the things, all the hoops I had to go through, all the things I had to do, my whole checklist for coming out with something, whether it's a CD or album or, set of songs. I just wanted to go through the whole process. So I set this shorter EP up as something that would be a little less time consuming and something that I could finish the project. I wanted to set my sights on something that I could, here's the goal and I'm going to finish it, and that was the purpose of that EP, as well as, of course, getting the songs out there. I just wanted to finally have something out there that, was Just1L. The EP, and like most things that I do, is it's all a learning process. I don't mind failing. I don't mind learning new things. And then this EP was just that. I learned about so many things, and the main thing I learned was if I can get other people to do a lot of that stuff that I don't like to do, that would be the way to go. That would be the option, because there's a lot of stuff to do. My main ambition is to keep writing songs. Ever since I found out I could write songs on my computer, I immediately came up with the idea that I needed to have an album. I wanted to do a 15 to 20 song album, or preferably record. And along the way to doing that, I started writing songs and learning the craft and how to do it. And other little projects have popped up here and there. I did a song from the show Oliver, from the movie Oliver, and I'd love to do more songs from that and create a rock version of Oliver. I can envision that as well. And I also have these songs about the internet that have popped up, and I feel like I've got to kind of have that run its course, where that's going to completely head. I'm not 100% sure, but I still like enjoy writing about things that are kind of new, that aren't out there. But for the big project and my main ambition, it's to get this longer album of songs out that are not as heavy or only about the internet. I want to have songs about everything, different genres, different styles, and try to make it all work together in one album. So other than just continuing to write songs, it's to finish that long-term album is it's my main goal. So yeah, within the next 6 months, I've got the single I mentioned earlier coming out, and it's got the longest title of any of my songs, so that's something to look forward to. It's going to be very search friendly. I also have shot some video that I'd like to make a kind of artsy type fun video for it. Nothing extravagant, but again, just another little project to try to see what I can do. After that, I've always got these other songs that I want to work on, and I've got songs I need to mix better. So I'm going to continue to work on them and continue to work towards my larger goal, which is that first album that I'd like to get out. If you're interested in any of the projects I have going on, or want to find out information on when the new single's coming out, just visit www.just1l.com, and you can sign up there. I send out emails and newsletters whenever anything new's coming out. I don't have a monthly newsletter where you get constant updates, but when something's coming up or something's out, it's the best way to get a hold of me, and it's the best way for me to get a hold of you. So feel free to sign up, and thank you very much for listening.